Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to explain arrays concept in C programming. What is an array? Why we have to use array concept? Most of the students will get confused. Listen carefully. In my program, we have to use 5 integer values. How many integer values? 5 integer values. To declare integer values, I have to use 5 integer values. To declare 5 integer values, okay, I am going to, okay, you know it. To declare values, integer values, we have to use what keyword? Int keyword. Okay, for every value we have to name it. First value name A, second value name B, third value name C, fourth value name D, fifth value name E. Okay, we are using 5 values, 5 integer values. To declare integer value, we have to use int keyword. First value name A, second value name B, C, D, E. For every value, we have to name it. If you use like this, what will happen? The first variable is A, the second variable is B, third variable is C, fourth variable is D, fifth variable is E. Okay. Actually, I don't store data. By default, what values are there? Unknown values are there. Garbage values are stored. Okay. In the same way, every value is having an address. First value is stored in 1010 address, 2020 address, 3030 address, 5050 address, 6060 address. They will be stored like that. Okay. I am storing A value 10, B value 20, C value 30, D value 40, E value 50 because integer values will accept only integer values. Even though you store 50.5 also, basically A is what type value? Integer value. Even though you are going to store 50.5, basically it is integer, it can store it as only 50. It cannot store 50.5. The same way, if I have to use 20 integer values, then what will do? Int A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, like that we have to give 20 names. For 20 variables, we are going to use 20 names. All these 20 values are stored in different addresses. When I am going to print A value, printf percentile D comma A. When I am going to print B, printf percentile D comma B. All these values are stored in different addresses. That's why it will take more time to access the data because all these values are stored in different locations with the different names. I will tell you an example. In your house, you are celebrating your brother marriage or your sister marriage or your brother birthday. You want to invite all your, that means you decided to invite all your relatives. One of your relative residing at VIJAY, other is residing at Chennai. One more relative is residing at Hyderabad. One more relative is residing at Guntur. I think it will take 1 week time to go and invite all of them. Suppose all your relatives are residing in your same street, the side by side houses only. Then it will take only 10 minutes time to invite all of them because they are residing in your side by side houses only. Okay. If they are residing in different cities means to go and invite them, okay, it will take more time. The same way, if I am going to use different values, normal variables, then all these variables are stored with different addresses in different locations. If I am going to use arrays concept, what is the advantage I am having? For example, now I have to use 5 integer values. If I am going to use arrays concept, what will happen? Suppose if I have to work with arrays, what will happen means, if you have to store 5 values, into A of 5, this is array. This is array. The meaning of this is under the array name A, we are going to store how many values? 5 values. This is called array. Okay, if I declare like this, what will happen? The meaning of this is an array is created with the name A. The array name is A. Under the name A, I can store how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. Okay. First value is stored under the name A of 0. Second value under the name A of 1. Next value under the name A of 2. Next value under the name A of 3. Next value stored under the name A of 4. Okay. All values are stored under the name A only. To refer that values, first value is referred with the name A of 0. Second value will be referred with the name A of 1. Next value will be referred with the name A of 2. And the last value will be stored under the name A of 4. If n is the size of the array, for example, 10 is the size of the array, first value is stored under the name A of 0. Last value will be stored under the name A of n minus 1. If any value is 10, if 10 is the array size, last value will be stored under the name A of 9th location. If any value is 5, last value will be stored under the name A of n minus 1 means A of 5 minus 1, 4th location. First advantage, all the values are stored under the single name. Second advantage is all the values are stored in side by side memory location, adjacent memory location. Okay, if first value is stored in 2020, next value will be stored in 2022. Now you will get one doubt, sir. If first value is stored in 2020, next value has to be stored in 2021. But why are you writing 2022? This array, what type array? Integer array. Integer array is used to store what type values? Integer values only. If the array is float array, it can store only float values. If array is character array, it can store only character values. Now, in this example, A array is what type array? Integer array. What is the size? 5. This array can store 5 integer values. To store single integer value, we require 2 bytes of memory. That's why if first value is stored in 2020 address, next value 2024, next value 2024, next value 2026, next value 2028. First advantage, all the values stored under the single name. Second advantage, all the values are stored in adjacent memory location, side by side memory location. We can access them effectively. It will take less time. This is normal approach. This approach is storing data using arrays concept. Okay, by identifying this you can tell if I am going to use normal approach, for every value we have to give separate names and all those values are stored in different addresses. If I am going to use what concept? Array concept, all the values are stored under the single name and all the values are stored in adjacent memory location. Whatever A of 0, whatever A of 1, whatever A of 2, whatever A of 3, whatever A of 4 we have used, these are referred as array indexes or array subscripts. Okay, that's why what is the definition of array? Collection of homogeneous values. Homogeneous values means same type values stored under a single name is called what? Array. Collection of homogeneous values stored under the single name is called an array. Okay? Sir, what is the meaning of homogeneous? Same type value. Why we are using that term? Because array is integer array, can store only integer values. If array is float array, instead of taking integer array, now I will take one more array, that is float. Suppose if array is floating array, I am writing like this, float B of 4. What is the meaning of this? This is array. What is the array name? B. Under the array name B, we are storing how many values? 4 values. 4 what values? These 4 values should be float values. It means I am taking an array. Array capacity is how many values? 4 values. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Array name is B. Just now I explained. Array index you start from B of 0, B of 1, B of 2. What is size? 4. First value stores under the name B of 0. Last value stores under the name B of 4 minus 1, B of 3. All values are stored under the name B. All the values are stored in adjacent memory locations. Means if the first value is stored in 3050, next value 3054, next value 3058, 3062. Okay, for example, I am telling because if the first value is stored in 3050, what array I have taken? Float array to store a single float value. We require how many bytes? 4 bytes of memory. That's why if first value is stored in 3050, next value 3054, 3058, 3062. The same way when you are going to work with character array, to store every character value, how many bytes required? 1 byte required. If first value is stored in 3050, next value 3051. By going through this discussion, we can conclude that if you are going to work with integer array, we can store only integer values. If you are going to work with float array, we can store float values. If you are going to work with character array, we can store character values. Char x of 10. Under the name x, I can store how many characters? 10 characters. Okay? That's why the definition of array is collection of homogeneous values. Collection of homogeneous values or collection of same type values. Collection of same type values stored under the single name is called array. Okay? What is the advantage of array? First advantage is all values are stored under single name. All values are stored under single name. Under single name. Second one, all values are stored in adjacent memory location. What is the meaning of adjacent? Side by side memory location. What is the third advantage? We can access very fastly. Okay. When you are going to work with any concept, we are having some advantages. At the same time, we are having some drawbacks also. Okay. What are the drawbacks of? Okay. Third one is effective axing. Effective axing. Third one. What is the drawback, disadvantage? How do you know it? It can store same type of data. Means the array is integer array, I can store only integer values. The array is float array, I can store only float values. The array is character array, it can store only similar type of data. To overcome this problem, we have one more concept, that is structures. Under a single name, we can store different values. Okay? This is regarding array introduction. Next one is types of arrays. Actually, most of the books they tell you only 2 types of arrays, but there are 3 types of arrays are there. We have 3 types of arrays. Number 1, one-dimensional array, 1D array, one-dimensional array or single-dimensional arrays. Number 2, 2D arrays or double-dimensional arrays. Number 3, multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays. These are the different types of arrays. In coming video, I will explain how to work with one-dimensional arrays. Please go through this video. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.